Shalom Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakwadash, double one to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to Lek Abdir, doing his work of faith and labor of love, true sincerity. I want to get into a lesson, while on the road, real quick. Damn, I just had the title in my head. Woe unto America, all right? And, I just want to start off with the scripture here in the book of Amos. And this is Amos 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? So the day that so many people are awaiting within this world, so many people can say, oh yeah, I know where I'm going. I know I'm going to heaven. I know I'm this. That's a prideful and a very boastful ass statement to say. We don't know anything. All we know is that we're supposed to stay true to the Lord, true to his word. And these people don't even know the Lord's name, nor truly understand his word. So how can you be so sure? Why do you feel as though you're so sure, that you're going to be saved or you're going to be this? Why? Because the Most High has cast a strong delusion to be upon you, as it gets into in 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. Strong delusion, and they shall believe a lie. And that's what many people are believing. They're believing nothing but lies, because this world is filled with it. This world is amassed and deeply immersed within nothing but lies and the wine of America that's causing the world to go into spiritual fornication, man. The East Indians, they have their false gods. Every other nation, they have their false gods in which they're supposed to worship. But being here in America, they cause everybody to worship their God, which is mammon, that money, And that day that people are looking for, they thinking, yeah, the Most High going to crack the clouds, and because they see from movies, they think that, oh, it's just going to be a separation, from the heavens or something like that. People that's, going to hell, they just going to burn, and then everybody else just going to heaven, and it's just going to be one big this is that and the third. Nah, it's not like that, man. It's going to be ugly for everybody, period. But for those of us of the hopeful elect, we hope and we pray that we will have mercy. But that day, period, is nothing nice going to be about that day. People are going to be frightened out their ass. Everybody's going to be fearful to some degree. But the fear that we have is going to be of a much lesser degree, because we know what to expect. But when it happens, we know it's going to be sudden. So therefore, there is going to be, a little bit of humanly fear there. But ultimately, nothing but joy, because we know what our big brother Yahushua is coming to bring, and that's salvation for us as so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, us as Israelites, according to the scriptures, and we'll finally be vindicated, if you will, of all the injustice, the rape, robbery, murdery, and the mass destruction that have been done to our people since damn near the beginning of time, man. Since starting off with Cain and Abel. And we know, going back, that spiritually reincarnated later as Jacob and Esau, and now playing out as two nations today, the so-called white man and the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans as Israelites, man. And them being Edomites, their biblical name. That's what we just got to start calling them from now on. Because they get a pass, they feel as though they get a pass with that term white, okay? But they're Edomites. That's what they are. That's who you are. That is your forefather. And this is capital of America. This is the capital of the Edomites, of the world. And your throne is going to be cast down, just like their precious cities of Dedan and Teman and all of that. Basra, some of Edom's major cities within their area, within their region they had in the ancient world. That all is a spiritual representation of America, you know, because how they ruled, you know, and nobody wanted to be around them, and nobody wants to be around them today, you know, especially not us, because we see the treachery that they're constantly doing. You know, everything about with the food, every shape, way, form, of fashion, you see how America is destroying our people. You know, from the health, the food industry, to the waters, you name it, man, to the surgeries, the operating tables, the doctors lying to you. This all proves that America's the land of confusion, because you're looking for looking up to this place for some sort of answers, but you're getting the complete opposite, and there's nothing but doom and terror, man. What one person that have went to the doctor, you know, was successfully dealt with cancer without having to go through some type of chemo, a very destructive process to where it destroys your whole immune system, and now your body has to try to fight to build its own immune system back up, man. That is death and destruction, man. That is nothing but death and destruction. And people got the nerve to say, "Oh, I'm a cancer this, I'm a cancer survivor, I'm a cancer this, I got over cancer." No, you didn't. Your body got destroyed, and now you're susceptible to more cancers within the near future because of that weakened immune system of yours, you know? So America is nothing but death and destruction to our people. So, and them still not being in the right frame of mind, they shouldn't even be desiring the day of the Lord. They should be desiring for more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that they can apply to themselves properly. But we know, accordingly, as the scriptures say, how many of them that shall perish shall be as a water of a bucket, you know? And how many is going to be saved is going to be as a drop of a bucket, man. You know, that cluster of grapes that the Most High have kept unto himself, those will be saved in the end time. And we just hoping that that will be us when that time comes. Because it's nothing but terrors. Nothing but terrors. You're going to be running from martial law. You're going to be running from the troops. You're going to be running from your next door neighbors. You know, everything. Just how we see in all the different movies, the end time movies, they show us a glimpse of what is yet to come, but yet people don't see it and they just take it for entertainment. No, this will be your life sooner or later. And this is something that you're going to have to accept whether you like it or not. It's going to be a reality. Everything that we see, or most things that we see within the movies, what ends up happening? They end up coming a reality, man. They end up becoming a reality. You know, been talking about chips and scanners and brain this and new technology and AI, and look what we have today. All of that same technology. So why when people look at these movies, they don't take none of this stuff to heart and look to see if anything is this true or how far does it goes back? The scriptures tell us about these things and about what the so-called white man is planning. These Edomites are planning. These devils are planning. Okay? So this is the scriptures is all you need for the heads up. You know, if destruction is coming, you want somebody, or something evil is coming your way, you want somebody to tell you. Well, we telling the masses of the people, yet they still don't want to give King ear. How it says in Ezekiel 33, you know, my people, they'll love to hear the word, but they won't be doers. You know, all day. It's to them as a lovely song. You know, they hear the words, but they won't do them. Why? Because nothing but wickedness is within them. But yet we striving every single day to do what's right within this wicked world, man. And we put up that fight valiantly every single day, you know. So a lot of these people, you know, they just gonna be in a terrible rude awakening, man. And for a lot of us, it's gonna be a good thing to see the look on people's face, you know, when these things come to pass, because we're gonna be jumping for joy, you know, when things really kick off, and other people are gonna be so distressed. But we're not gonna be worried because we know we're prepared. That's what preparation does. Okay, it helps to set your mind and your spirit at ease. When you're not prepared, things come upon you suddenly, as it says in Proverbs 3:25. Be not afraid of sudden fear, or the desolation of the wicked when it comes. So we preparing in the spirit for all of these things, man. You know, we preparing, our minds are getting ready. You know, we know the Lord gonna protect us however, you know, our lot may fall. You know, just as he did with the brothers in the Maccabees, whether we got to be martyrs or, you know, whatever, what have you. But the world would take it as, oh, he was wicked or this and the third. No, it's a noble thing, you know, to lose your life in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know. So, you know, I just hope this segment was edifying, you know, just speaking on this matter, just because, you know, the world, they really don't know, man. They really don't know. The more, you know, I look into, you know, just the ways of the world and just conversing with people and seeing how people think, man, we're glad we escaped the wiles of Satan and blessed, truly blessed to be in this truth, man, and to have the knowledge and understanding that we have from the Lord Yahweh and the Son Yahweh Shah, you know. So with that, you know, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakodash, double honor to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, and shalom to like out there doing this work of faith and live with love, true sincerity. Shalom.